who is your biggest competitor?
It's a bunch of different competitors that we kind of are trying to tackle across different features, because we are not just a banking app. We are trying to build a few different features around the conscious consumer. And how we define conscious consumer as a company is anybody who is willing to pay a premium to buy a product or service that's better for the environment. So we are building an app for this particular user who is already aware that they need to do something but don't have the tools to take action. And we want to build kind of a super app in the future. And we are starting with digital banking, but that's not going to be the only thing. Even as part of our launch app, we have got banking features, but we have also got a marketplace where you can find different sustainable and ethical brands. And we have got the whole donation mechanism where you can donate these coins that you're earning to different causes. So there are like 3 different kind of features as part of the launch app. So depending upon which feature, we are competing with different players. So on the digital banking side, obviously there are established players in the market like Monzo, Revolut, Starling. But in the carbon, and then we also do carbon tracking and offsetting, which is its own vertical now, because there are a lot of players coming up that are just doing carbon tracking and offsetting. So it's kind of a combination of different competitors at different level, but there's no clear sort of super app or multi-feature app currently that we directly compete with, because in the West, for whatever reason, super apps never became a thing. And we are trying to make it for the conscious consumer as one of the first players.
Sounds extremely complex, very complex. So what is your actual business model?
On the revenue side, we make money on each of these different aspects that I spoke about. So I would say let's break it down into 5 sort of revenue streams. One is the interchange payments, which is a simple one where a Monzo or Revolut, for example, if you're using their card right now, every time you make a payment, they make a percentage of that payment as revenue, but it's a very, very small margin. So you can't sustain a whole business based on that revenue stream, but that's one part of the revenue. The second is we are launching with a sort of a early bird plan where we're not charging a membership fee, but in the future, we do want to charge some level of membership fee, depending upon what the user is comfortable paying. It will start from something as nominal as £1 a month. And we have done some research on that, and we have seen like people are willing to pay if an app can help them make more impact. So the membership is the second one. And then the whole carbon tracking offsetting aspect of it. So users can check their carbon footprint for free. So for example, if you made a payment for a flight, on the Novus app, you will see the payment and you will also see how much carbon you created as part of the payment. But if you chose to offset that payment, then you can do it so as well in the app. And if you decide to do that, then we charge a bit of commission to facilitate the transactions. That's another revenue stream. But the main one is the brand commission pass. So if you are choosing to shop your next pair of jeans from one of our brand partners, which are a more ethical business, then we make money from that brand as a commission fee to introduce this user to the brand. So that's another one. We don't have investments as part of our launch app, but that's in Q1 of next year. So that will again become a major part of the revenue stream, because if we are investing on your behalf, then we will take a performance fee or some sort of management fee on the return that we are giving you back. So there are a bunch of different revenue streams that we are trying to build, because we are basically learning from some of the failures of the other digital banks who rely heavily on FX revenue only. And during the pandemic, it was a struggle because nobody was traveling. So all the banks, digital banks especially, were struggling, and crypto was kind of their I would say fallback option. But at the day-to-day banking level, there was no other way to make money.
Crypto seems to have soared in recent days with the new Omicron virus.
Yeah, it has.
Is that benefiting Novus in any way?
So pandemic in general has helped more on the digital adoption side, because people are now a lot more open to using apps for their finances than they were before. But in terms of the crypto world, currently we're not planning to offer crypto trading features, just because we are still trying to see what the environmental impact of crypto is. I don't know if you know, but mining Bitcoins or mining other currencies are a huge energy issue. So we don't want to support that yet. But because we have got a whole impact coin mechanism in the future, we might see if we can have our own crypto coin. Who knows? But it's more on the future roadmap than.
Yeah, I was talking to some crypto miners the other month, and it seems that they've one particular person that I know, he's converted something like 4 rooms in his house with servers and leads and wires absolutely everywhere, and it's running 24/7 just to get that one sort of crypto, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Which is completely not sustainable by any stretch.
Yeah, like there are more and more cryptocurrencies that are trying to solve for that problem. I used to work for Ripple, which is XRP, which is slightly better in terms of energy usage than some of the other top currencies. But yeah, I can see there are more and more coming into the market every day.